Alright bro, so for those of you who don't know what aura farming is, you might actually be cooked. I mean, let's be honest, everyone's doing it in 2025, and even those who don't acknowledge doing it, well, they still are. Aura farming is like breathing for some people at this point. They need to act in a certain way just to seem like they got something going on in their life, when in reality they just want to be like their inspiration. Mr. Carter. But for those of you who still want to learn how to aura farm, don't worry, I got you. Because I have the perfect tutorial for you. Now before you start aura farming, you first need to understand what it actually means. Because there's a whole concept. You gotta prepare your body for it. You have to feel it inside of you. Aura farming is the act of intentionally doing something or behaving in a way that gets you aura, aka cool points. It may look like posting up somewhere or doing something in order to seem cool, mysterious, and nonchalant. For example, someone who's casually leaning up against a wall near people is aura farming. Okay, this is actually getting out of control. I swear bro, ever since Duke Dennis dropped that Unspoken Risk clip, it's been over. People have been obsessed. It's like the internet collectively discovered aura farming at the same time and they just ran with it. Now every guy who has recounts of PandaBuy thinks he's got aura, bro. Oh, never mind, PandaBuy doesn't exist anymore. And it's not even like it's a new thing, aura farming has been a thing for ages. You're trying to tell me that this dude was posted up like that for absolutely no reason, just chilling on a random wall in front of someone's house looking like he's the villain in a movie trailer? This is exactly the WikiHow tutorial, stop playing with. He probably picked the exact fit 5 days ago and practiced this pose in the mirror just for the pic. And now I understand if people would just admit they're doing it, but the way some dudes act like they were just born nonchalant is insane. Like bro, you trying to tell me that you came out of the womb and were already the guy with the most aura in the room? Doctor picks you up and you're like, nah, I'm chilling, and hit him with a head nod? No reaction, not even a tear, just because one of the doctors in the room is a female, bro. Like I generally think aura farming was invented with the sole purpose of impressing the huzz. Like no dude is aura farming in a room full of guys. You throw a single girl in the room and suddenly everyone's leaning, adjusting their chain and dapping each other up like it's their idol animation or something. It could be a random 2 out of 10 and dude's still finna be like, yeah, I got a Lambo but it's at my crib in Miami. Bro. You pulled up in your mom's 2008 Honda Civic and you've never stepped foot in Miami. And you still gotta act like he's telling the truth and dap him up like, yeah bro, that 2 liters 4 cylinders Lambo engine is crazy. And them dudes that be dapping each other up for no reason are so funny. Like bro, you dropped a basic sentence like, yo, water kinda fire when it's cold, not gonna lie. With a fake ass laugh and a head nod at the end and now it's dap time. And when you call it out, they act brand new, they're like, what you mean bro, that's just how I am. Bro. You know exactly what I mean. Before she entered the room, we were having a conversation about the baddest girl in the Bob house, while standing in the zestiest position known to man, and now we're talking about water brands? And the truth is, aura farming is invisible to people who don't know what that is. No girl has ever heard a dude say, I only drink Fiji water, you know what I'm saying? While dapping up his boy and thought, wow, he's so mysterious. Like nah bro, she's not impressed. She probably didn't even clock what he just said, and if she did, she's definitely not thinking about how nonchalant you are. Like I remember this one time I was going to a party with my friends, you know, nothing crazy, just like a house party, maybe 10-15 people max. But bro, we waited for each other to meet up in front of the house just so we could go inside and have an entrance. And as we walked in, one of my friends looked at me and dapped me up for absolutely no reason. Like bro, we were literally in the same Uber 5 minutes ago. He didn't even say anything, just laughed and his hand was already in motion. And as you can probably guess, nothing happened that night. I mean, partially because nobody noticed our crazy entrance, but also because we were like 14, bro. The only girl there was already drunk before we even got there and left early because her mom came to pick her up. And now here's the thing, people do it in the most random moments too, when they know nobody's looking. Like you know that kid in class who writes something on a test and while thinking about what to write next, he would spin his pen? That kid probably thinks he's constantly being followed by a camera or something, because it's pretty obvious no one's paying attention to that. Like you got everyone in class stressing about some question that wasn't even supposed to be on the test, and then there's this guy who probably didn't even study for the test. He only studied that move for 2 weeks straight just to perfect it, and now he's spamming it like a Fortnite emote. And bro, talking about emotes, what are those people at bow races doing? You cannot tell me that this guy is not aura farming. Bro's pulling up his emote well mid-competition just because he's got his girl in the crowd. Like there's no reason for him to be doing all that. But yo, I'ma be honest though, the dance is kinda tough. Probably gonna be my go-to at the club now. I'ma be like... And you thought people who aura farm in real life were bad? Wait till you see the fictional characters. I mean, you already know I have to give my #1 spot for the biggest aura farmer to Batman.
Any closer, I'll spray her brains all over the street!
The guy who was writing his character tried so hard to make him seem mysterious that he created a whole new bracket of mysterious. Like, I bet most of the people who are acting nonchalant today only do it because they used to watch Batman as kids and thought he was tough for acting like that. He would do random ass exits while in the middle of a conversation, and people are now trying to replicate that in real life only to miss a step while living and lose even more aura. Because to be honest, the worst part of aura farming is completely failing. Like, the moment you're doing something completely unnecessary with the sole purpose of gaining aura and proceed to fail miserably might be top 3 most humiliating moments. And I can't sit here and act like I've never failed, but some people are generally impressive about how consistent they are. Like, a guy could walk up to a group trying to act like he's not trying, you know, leans in, daps up his homies, say something like, yo, remember that one time in Greece? Like, bro, stop the cap. We can't even organize a trip to the movies. We've never been to Greece together. The farthest we managed to get was McDonald's, bro. And even that was a struggle. And when the girl he's trying to impress doesn't react at all, he starts calling out his homies for absolutely no reason, just to make her laugh. He's talking about some, yo bro, you've been wearing the same jeans for like 3 days now. Do you even wash them? Bro, that's some next level shit. You're not even aura farming anymore, it's just a speedrun to make her lose interest. She probably won't even laugh, she'll just think he's lame and leave 5 minutes later saying, oh, I gotta go, it was nice meeting you though. Like, this is honestly a recipe to lose all your friends, bro, please don't do that. And at some point you just have to accept it, like, maybe you don't have aura, and that's fine. Like, some people are generally born with it. I mean, look at Michael Jackson. The man had people passing out at concerts before he even said a word. Just popped out on stage with a crazy fit on and was defying the laws of physics, all while dancing and singing at the same time. He could just breathe into the mic and 13 people would need medical attention. That level of aura is not achievable, bro. You cannot farm it. You just feel it inside of you. Like, bro, Cardi probably thinks he's on that level just because he's got people glazing him for everything he does. He doesn't act the way he does because he woke up one day and decided to completely switch up. Y'all started glazing him out of nowhere. Like, bro could literally ignore his own son being born just to go to Philly and play the PlayStation with Little Uzi. And y'all would say, damn bro, he's so tough. He's the definition of aura farming just because he's delusional. And I don't wanna hear y'all talking about how people were glazing MJ too, cause at least bro didn't start acting like a vampire all of a sudden. So yeah, aura farming is kinda funny to me. I really hope that one day I'm gonna learn how to be as nonchalant as Carti, but until then, I'm gonna go study Duke Dennis. Cause these girls, they want Duke Dennis, they don't want me.
I ain't gay, but I do gay stuff. Like fucking dudes in the back of my truck. A little ass slap don't mean I'm quick.